Hello, guys. Welcome to tonight. Today's evening show. My name is CHUKS, and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So, if today not the first time ever where you see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So, for now, we'll start with tonight's evening show. All right. So, reports with the Richards on the tell us say. Bukayo Saka na the 18th most fouled player in Europe's top five league because many of the defenders we did there, the fear you get. And we're going to hear say referees don't stop play 49 times this season because of Bukayo Saka, and it don't happen for Bukayo Saka's 25 appearances in Arsenal's 26 games. And in the EPL, Saka is the fourth most fouled player in the EPL. Then for Europe top five leagues, Saka are the 18th most fouled players. Now the first, second, and third most fouled player for the EPL, Bruno Guimaraes did here. So that be number one, surprisingly. Guimaraes is the number one most fouled player in the EPL. I don't know how that might happen. Don't be saying the winger, don't be saying the striker. How come people can the target and like Abi now just the incur those fouls? But for Arsenal, after Saka, Kai Havertz is the second most fouled player because you get the way Kai Havertz they play where they make people the foul and when they doing body before you know they don't foul and referee go blow. So all these things they happen. That is why Saka talk say in the wonder why defenders anytime when they meet opposition defense they don't want smash them, make them breaking leg or breaking ankle like they go on do and bad. Instead they look for how to escape. And why do all these things happen? It happens because all these opposition players they target Bukayo Saka whenever they play because they know he's the key man, if not like one of the key men for Arsenal. So that's why they target him. So I say make I just put up these statistics for those that are not aware. We can see waiting then they do our star boy. All right, so away from that, so Jeff Stelling will be one of the former journalists at Sky Sports. So Babakande for Talk Sports for the talk say what Rio Ferdinand said about Arteta, say Rio Ferdinand just will do clickbait for in podcasts. So you know, say as a podcaster, sometimes you need ridiculous headlines. You get controversial headlines for people to click and say, what's this man they talk? So that is why of late, Rio Ferdinand don't they put out some kind of ridiculous takes, like when you are talking about whether Saka na world class, Saka na world class, Foden na world class. What is your aim? What is the bottom line of such a debate? What is there for you to gain, if not for clickbait? The same way about this Arteta owner say if Arteta had the opportunity, Arteta go swap Arsenal and go to Manchester United. Something that you know can never happen in this lifetime or in the next. Yes, they talk say if they like, why are you bringing this ridiculous things? So now Jeff Stelling, they talk for Talksport. Say Ferdinand knows what he's doing. Even I just pay him no attention, just when I leave because he's an attention-seeking podcaster. So now waiting them they usually do. All right, away from that, so Football London can't do a report on Arsenal's profitability and sustainability regulation stand where Arsenal dey at the moment. Because say for now, Arsenal no really dey for the crosshairs of the PSR or the FFP. Say by the summer when this season will end, Arsenal will get the financial freedom. They'll have the leeway to actually purchase some of their A targets and B targets. So we'll not get anything to worry about. Unlike this January, we say everybody just they apprehensive. Everybody just they fear. Say, make I not go to put my hand out there, make they not go catch me again. So at the end of the season, we are expecting all things being equal. And then even say the Football on the call talk say for the fact that we qualify for this Champions League, that wouldn't really help us for revenue generation. We really make money. This round of 16, after we finish up, depending on whether we qualify to round of 8, then we will know how much we realize. So that's the way it works. If to say for the last 6-7 years, say maybe Arsenal, they qualify for Champions League, we would have made so much money from that Champions League, which will help us buy some kind of players. And we for really, like this January now, for 50 buy, because the way it works, you're allowed to spend what you earn. And as that's why you see people like Man City, it will be the 115 breaches so they don't get before. Present tense now, for now, Man City cannot breach the profitability and sustainability regulation policy because they win almost everything. They don't win plenty trophies, and with all those winnings come revenue. So they're not really getting. That's why they can spend 100 million, spend anyhow as they like. They don't really get anything with they disturb them. So it is what it is. Now Pep Guardiola come back when they talk differently about the title race. So Baba they play mind game. So Baba they talk say in players they very tired. Yes. So people don't know say in players they tired. Say the EPL season, like this season EPL, say it is tougher than the last one you get. And for this EPL, only the strong will survive. You know, say some weeks back, Guardiola came outside and said, "Now them go win this league." I don't know that I remember when Guardiola do that press conference when he has TV cover and when they say when he say this season say na their own, I didn't get that. Now you don't see the tough games so they get ahead for March. Get so you don't they dial down, don't they reduce the tempo of the things when they talk. Or they don't say in players don't tire. You know, say the man sabi reduce the pressure on the players. Then if they can't win, assuming say they win all those games like against Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Brighton, Aston Villa, if they win all of them, now you go say, yes, I'm the best team in the world. They are the Kinikon, they are this and that. But before then, they try to reduce the attention, but that one a lie. Yes. Pressure. There's pressure on Man City to perform. Yeah, because like he said, this season is stronger. No money for uptown again. Yes. So this season is going to be very tough. So not just to watch my eye, I dey watch master like I dey study them, I dey check their calendar 247. I want to see how they go take navigate through these tough games. If they fit navigate and collect maximum points, when I just carry the league, go give them in advance because nobody go fit collect am. This is the best time for them to drop points. So na so me I dey see am. And then come be like say they lose form because Elialand is not firing on all cylinders. Kevin De Bruyne no really dey play that much because the injury never heal well. Yeah, so they don't feel the risk am. So how they want to do am? And they are still in about 3 competitions, I believe. Yeah, so I'm not going to see how things go be sha. If na them go carry the league, we go know. If na Arsenal, we go know. If na Liverpool, we go know at the end of the day. All right, so on more stories, so Martin O'Neill will be one of the former Aston Villa coaches. Back on comment side, they say Arsenal play sexy football. Say Arsenal make you want to pick up popcorn when you are going to the Emirates Stadium. So Baba they talk about a mistake when him feel say Newcastle United do when they play against Arsenal. We make Arsenal overpower them. Say Newcastle wanted to copy FC Porto. The way FC Porto defended resolutely, like they defend against Arsenal. Say fine, it is good to set up a low block. But what is the scatter low block? Now, when the people in the set up the low block for against score an early goal, Arsenal scored around 18 minutes. So once you concede an early goal in the first 20 minutes, once you concede, you go dey forced to abandon your low block setup because still keeping the low block when you are conceding 1-0, it don't make any sense, right? So for that reason, you go come outside. And when you come outside, na 50-50. Either you collect more or you go equalize. So that's what it be. The reason Porto escaped was because Arsenal were not that adventurous. Against FC Porto, they don't really put all the possession ones and they get now for their own side. They just knock out to the side. Martinelli and Bukayo Saka were not that effective against FC Porto, probably because of the environment. But when they come to the Emirates Stadium, then it will change. Evan, it will change. The momentum will be with Arsenal, so it will be FC Porto turn to still keep their low block. But until they concede an early goal, even if it be early goal, even if it's the first 30-40 minutes, as long as they Arsenal score the first goal, the aggregates don't be 1-1. FC Porto will be forced to come outside. So let's go back to the crux of the story. So now, the mistake when Newcastle do now not being themselves. They wanted to copy Porto and it backfired. So that's why they considered the much we didn't concede. For second half, they now became themselves. That's why for the second half, when we start the second half, if you notice, we'll see Newcastle were in the ascending order. It can't be like say they won't overpower us, like say they won't come score to equalize. Before you know, Saka can score that third. That third can bring down their momentum. Even for the post-match press conference, Eddie Howe was saying it that the way they played in the second half, he wished they could have played like that in the first half. Because for second half, no lie, Newcastle come aside. Some people go argue saying that because maybe Arsenal don't like deplete their energy bar for the first half, because when you press your opponents into their camp, keep them there, it takes a lot of energy. You know, these guys are not machines. They are human beings like me and you. So probably that is what happened. But at the end of the day, I get the message. with Martin O'Leary they give us. I hope say myself get the message. All right, so Rben Neves come outside, they give us some expose on things we were not aware of. So Babaka talk say he almost joined 3 clubs before he go Al Hilal. So he can mention the clubs. He say Barca, Arsenal, then he no mention the third one. But he say he was very, very close to joining Barcelona, Arsenal, and one other club. At the end of the day, he no work out. Now, what make no work out? We don't really know. And this is going to bust my brain. Do you know that there are some deals where almost happen, where no can happen? Yes, we're supposed to happen, but it not happen due to 1 or 2 circumstances. And none of us know them until the day where the player go come and second talk, say, see. Or maybe one of a friend or one of the agents maybe in the year 2030, they will say, say Ronaldinho almost joined Arsenal. So they will say, don't be here with the year say Benzema almost joined Arsenal. Me, I know before. Say it was that close. So that's why they started the deal. I never knew that was what happened. So that's why most times there are things that are not in the public domain. Because most times people they wait for all these media houses. Fabrizio Romano, Ben Jacobs, Gianluca Di Marzio, all those kind of people. But they let us know what's what. If they don't tell us, we don't go know because I don't go ever check Ateta press conference now. Ateta will never ever come out and tell you we are going for this player or we are going for that player. Even though Fabrizio Romano will tell you, say, Arsenal are in advanced negotiation with so and so. They go ask Ateta will they tight-lipped. They will tell you anything. Go keep you in the dark. So now so it just be so. I just be surprised because this Rben Neves is a player I really, really admire when he was playing for Wolves. So this guy, I really like the way they play. So I don't see the Arsenal were linked to him, but I can't say maybe not like rumor because at the end of the day, he never materialized. But see him here today telling us that he almost joined Arsenal. So it is what it is. All right, so another news we hear from Turkey that the fact say Fenerbahce gets the monitor Eddie Nketiah, say the one user and replace Edin Dzeko. Where they play for them. Edin Dzeko said, I say the guy don't retire because I know they don't play for Sakai top teams. I remember when he was playing for, I think it was Inter, played for Roma. The guy played very, very well. So I don't know how true this news be. But if this be the case, I go say make Arsenal collect money because everly if they sell him, they go bring another replacement because there's no way sell Nketiah and not replace him. I don't know what you think about this Nketiah story. Do you subscribe to the line of thoughts of Arsenal cashing in on Nketiah? Because for me, Nketiah not really be the type of player we get. For now, we can be using him, but say when bad on day, we fit buy players from the markets. I believe we should get an upgrade on Nketiah because we are saying Gabriel Jesus is not even enough, let alone Nketiah. Now the way we they see things, I don't know how we take see them. So let me know your thoughts for the comment section on whether this Nketiah, if this Fenerbahce story they accurate, would you like Arsenal to cash in on him, or do you think he still deserves a place next season at Arsenal? So let me know your thoughts. All right, before we continue, I just make a let you know say if you are watching us on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, I beg make una subscribe because one of our community members don't tell me say make I remind you now make una subscribe. And the reason why now I want to start to replay more to subscribe because you see the social media space, as our community today now, I want to be inviting the likes of Fabrizio Romano, the likes of Charles Watts, the likes of AFTV, like some kind of big names in this industry. And the only way we can do that is when we have social proof. Now, all over social media, we check Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, we get about 100,000 community members. So I want a situation where we'll get like maybe 500,000, get like 1 million. And that's social proof. It will be easy for me to approach Fabrizio Romano to say, Baba, come our community, come give us direct updates. I'll go meet some kind of men. We'll be saying the day for the industry before we start. Say, come our community, come give us updates. And the future of this community with that too. This is not say when they go Fabrizio Romano story. Fabrizio when they come here live, when they let us know say like this. So now the future be that. So I beg for those of you who never really subscribe, we could now subscribe so that the community, the numbers will they extend. And once they extend, our reach will they go far and wide. So that's make I plead with you now. All right, so moving forward, so Owen Hargreaves. So Baba said don't come and talk say if Arsenal doesn't win the league, so the cry for a striker will begin again. Because as of now, Arsenal are firing on all cylinders. Nobody really talk about they need a striker, they don't need a striker. That argument has gone cold. But if at the end of the day, say they don't win the league, the arguments, it will resurrect. So what in Arsenal need now? Arsenal does not need a new number 10. Arsenal does not need like a new winger, in his opinion. So what Arsenal need is a striker, but not the regular type of striker Arsenal already have. All those playmaking striker, like all those Gabriel Jesus, all those converted. Let's say Gabriel Jesus naturally is not a striker that convert and converter. Yes. So not all those people will need somebody with a different profile. Now we'll see Baba they talk about that different profile. I subscribe to that line of thoughts. Yeah, because Educator is not that tall. The races is not that tall. People they say go sign Ole Watkins because that guy is bad this season. He score goals are plenty. They give assists. But the issue I have with him is he's not the tallest of strikers. You already have his profile in Arsenal. You get, unless you say use Ole Watkins as an upgrade to Educator and still get this a different profile of striker to Arsenal, I'll welcome that line of thoughts. That's the way me they think. I don't know what to think about this our striker dilemma. Yes, in the long run, which type of striker profile you would think say would be beneficial to Arsenal? So let me know your thoughts for the comment section. So far so good. The biggest news of the night. Now in fact say we learn today. Say Bukayo Saka is the 18th most fouled player in Europe's top 5 leagues. Now for EPL, Bukayo Saka is the 4th most fouled player in the EPL. Now referees have stopped play 49 times this season in Saka's 25 appearances out of Arsenal's 26 games we don't they available. So now what will they hear for the league games we don't play this season? No wonder whenever we I'm not surprised because anytime we play against our opponents, now Saka be their number 1 target. They go don't study tape like mad. That is why Saka now don't drift on the middle to distort their arrangements because most times they used to be with the marker. So by the time when they drift enter middle, so the defender go they face to the dilemma. Should I follow Saka or should I stay where I am? Because our job as players like Saka that to carry defenders, command them out of their natural position. So that's the way things are awful. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So it's like come your way tomorrow as usual. Like them out. Thanks for tuning in and have a good night.